Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is day 88 with Neon on the PCT. Got a couple plans today. I'm either going to do 19 or 22 miles. If I do 22 miles, I'll go into Burney, stay at a church, get a shower, all that stuff. If I do 19 miles, I'll stay by a lake, do some fishing, take a shower in the lake, clean some clothes. Tomorrow, I meet Collin and Lori at Burney Falls, which is at mile 1420. So let's get our day going. I gotta show you what's up. Here we go. Mount Shasta out there. Just a little information. My right foot is hurting this morning. Hurting. But I'm gonna be okay. Thank you, Catch 22. This is the water cache that I think it's 500 gallons that he left here for us. He's an awesome dude. Day 88. Look at my view. Walking through a bunch of cow fields. You do not want to get that water. That's the cow's water. This here, ladies and gentlemen, is what you call cruisy trail. Of course, my foot's feeling better, just not 100%. But we can do miles when it's flat and smooth. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know what time it is? It is time to celebrate 1,400 miles on the PCT with Neon. It's time for a payday.
Just throwing away good food like that.
Day 88, it's good to
I know, I sound like a snob right
water
now.
cache.
I'm from Ohio.
Italian Stallion is being a snob right now. He's throwing away a perfectly good apple.
Dude, this apple is garbage.
All right, I haven't shown you much scenery today because there hasn't been much scenery. Just got to the water cache. I think that's maybe 14 miles today so far, or 12 miles today so far. But we got some more to do. My foot is hurting and it is sweltering hot out today. But I'm gonna get to a lake in a couple miles, 4 miles to be exact, and I'm going in the water. FYI, that is not enlarged. Those are some huge pine cones. Well, this is interesting. I think this is Hat Creek. There's a lot of stones. I think my feet are gonna get a little wet. Goes way up there somewhere. I'm gonna get some water. I'm gonna cross Hat Creek. So I made it across. There's a bunch of rocks to get across. I did get a little wet feet, but guess what? That's okay, because hopefully I have new shoes tomorrow, because these ones are worn out. This is the PCT. It's a big electrical plant, that's for sure. We got this bridge coming up. Show you guys. Getting ready to come up on Bomb Lake. That's where Neon's going fishing. Bomb Lake. That's pretty cool. Wonder what kind of fish they catch here. Fisherman right there. They got a lot going on here by Bomb Lake. There's a creek up there. runs down into Bomb Lake. I feel a breeze, which I love. And I have a bridge, which I really love. That's the amount of water. That's a lot of water. All right, day 88. I'm looking for a spot to swim in Bomb Lake here. I'm having a problem with Far Out, the app that I use. It's twice today that it's just had a hiccup or something. I don't know what's going on. So when I stop to find a place to swim, I'm gonna take a look at it, see what's up. All right, day 88, no swimming in the lake. There was no access. So I'm just gonna push to town, Burney, California. I just talked to the people at the church. Probably gonna be staying at church tonight, which is cool. So, trying to figure out how I'm gonna sleep in my hammock inside a gymnasium. But we'll get that all figured out. All right, I gotta hustle here for a little bit. I'm going ghost mode. That's the problem when you go ghost mode. You almost step on a snake. Day 88 is almost complete. Coming up on a roadway. When I get to that roadway, I gotta hitch into Burney. Go to the Word of Life Assembly. They house hikers there and they take care of hikers there. So I gotta do a lot of other videos and I'm gonna take some pictures at the church there, just because it's definitely a good ministry that they do. So let's get off this trail. It's been an epic day, but I got a lot of information for you. Day 88, I was moving. Now I just gotta pick up a hitch. Down here a little bit. The wind is finally blowing. We got a hitch from a great dude named Michael. We are at the Word of Life Assembly. Martin's checking in. And then, what do? Put a pin from where we're from. So that was absolutely incredible. Staying at the church here. And I asked the pastor, his name is Ken Fraser, if he would pray with me just for my health and stuff like that. Sat in his office for about a half an hour and we prayed. He's an awesome dude. I can tell just by spending time with him. So he said I could take pictures and do stuff like that. So they have a multi-purpose building, which is a gym, and that's where we're staying. All right, ladies and gentlemen, back up a little. Let me get closer. These are my loner clothes. So I stopped at the church, had a good shower, excellent shower. They got loner clothes, they got food in the hiker box, they got all that kind of stuff. So I tried to exchange my darn tough socks at the sporting goods store. I didn't have a good experience there. They were mad that they weren't clean, this, that, and the other thing. So they would not exchange my darn tough socks. So I went down to the Subway to get a drink, just a fountain drink. So dude in the Subway, young kid, he's like, here you go. I'm like, how much? He's like, don't worry about it. So I had a bad experience at sporting goods store, a really good experience at the Subway here in Burney. I think the dude's name was Kyle. He was a really cool dude. So we'll walk back to the church. I think they got pickleball going on. I'm not gonna play because my feet hurt, but made some phone calls sitting in the air conditioning in the Subway. Actually got cold, so it's hard to believe it's like 95 degrees out here. Day 88 continues. This is the small town of Burney, California. I think it's a population of about 3,500 people. Like I said earlier, we did get a hitch from the trailhead from a dude named Michael. There's maybe 20 or 30 businesses along here, and that is it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a recap on day 88. So I got to the town of Burney, 23 miles total today. Got my loaner clothes on, took a good shower. You should see the dirt coming off of me. Did some laundry, so I did my socks and stuff like that in the kitchen sink. They're out drying. Can't wait to see my wife and nephew tomorrow. I'm going to meet them up about 7 miles up trail. So it was a great day. They were playing pickleball in the gymnasium here. That was pretty cool. So I got a couple other things to do, but that's going to be the recap for day 88. This is what happens when you do laundry in the sink. Those pink things are not mine, but that's my socks and top and shorts. All right, ladies and gentlemen, day 88. Shout out. This shout out goes to Pastor Kent from Word of Life Assembly here in Burney, California. These people let us use their gym, hang in my hammock from just a couple poles, free showers, hiker boxes, food, kitchen facilities, chargers, everything that a hiker would want and need. So Neon gives a shout out to this church. They're doing it right. It's a great ministry, and we really appreciate them. Also, shout out goes to Michael, who gave us a ride into town about 10 miles from the trailhead. Awesome people here in Burney, California. All right, from the church parking lot, Roses and Thorns, day 88. My rose today is this church in the town. I mean, these people are good people. They took care of us at the church here. They had hiker boxes, plenty of food. I probably ate, 2,500 calories since I've been here. So that's definitely my rose. My thorn is my right outside foot has been hurting me today. Actually, since the beginning, but today especially. Mother rose that I didn't get into is day 87 and 88. No blood in my urine. So prayer works, people. I prayed, it happened. Our God is an awesome God. Neon is done for the night.